If you're preparing for Jamb physics and you're reading your textbook from page 1 to the end like a novel, you are setting yourself up for average. Jamb is not mysterious, Jamb is not random, and Jamb definitely isn't harder than you think. Jamb is very, very predictable. Every single year, they recycle the same core concepts, yes, with different numbers. You will see two questions, same concept, same everything, different numbers, same brain test. So the real question is not can you read physics? The real question is, are you reading what matters? And that is why you should not read randomly. Yes, Jam have syllables, but from in that syllabus, there are certain topics that they cannot do without asking you. If they don't ask you those topics, their body is going to scratch them. Yes, literally. So in today's video, I'll be exposing 16 of the most repeated Jam physics topics if you want to score 300 and above. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. The first topic you need to know is measurement and units. Jam loves asking this question. They test the SI unit, prefixes like kilo, milli, micro. They test dimensional analysis. They test errors and significant figures. If you can't convert centimeter to meter or grams to kilograms, you are throwing away free marks. So the first topic is measurements and units. That is the first topic in your new school physics. Measurements and units. Go and master that topic. Go and get your prep 50 and get past questions. All past questions that Jam have asked under that topic, and you will definitely see. In fact, they are literally so similar. If you can get that prep 50 or your test driller, you set your test driller to a specific topic for a specific year, you will see that as you are going, as you are moving, you will see that a whole lot of topics are very, very similar. The second important topic is scalar and vector. Here you will see things like resultant vectors, you see parallelogram method, you see the triangle method, you will see resolution of forces. Jamb likes to test if you understand direction. Yes, so you must know resultant forces, you must know the triangle method, the parallelogram method. The next topic that we have is motion, which or kinematics. You must know the equations of motion. I love this topic so much. You must also know the distance time graphs, you must know velocity time graphs, and you must know acceleration. Every year, at least 2 questions come from this section. Yes, 2 questions come from motion, at least every single year. So you don't want to skip this topic. Very, very important. Go to your prep 50, your test driller, and go and get the past questions and study all of them, so that no matter how Jam tries to twist the question, you'll be able to maneuver through. You must also know inertia, you must also know action and reaction. They love asking questions involving lifts, falling objects, objects in inclined plane, and you have to understand the concepts. Don't just cram the formulas. No. I think there's this book called All-Inclusive Calculation in Physics. Get the book by Solomon Dauda Yanko. Get that book. It's very, 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 very important if you want to score 300 plus in Jamb. Go there, get your prep 50 or your test driller. When you solve any question that you don't understand, you go back to your all-inclusive calculation in physics and then solve everything under there. You must know the equations of motion. You must know F equals to ma, inertia, action and reaction. You must know all this. The next topic you must know is work, energy, and power. This is very, very common. You must know kinetic energy, half mv squared, potential energy, mgh. You must know work done. What is work done? Work done is force times distance. Yes, force times distance. You must know what power is. Power equals to work over time, work done over time. Jam loves asking this question. You must also know the efficiency if you are dealing under power, which is the power output over power input times 100. Very, very, very important. Yes, you can get this in your all-inclusive calculation in physics. There are so many questions involving efficiency in power, work, energy, and power. This topic, very, very, very important. You don't want to miss this. The next topic that you must know, very, very important, is friction. What is friction? We know that friction is the force that opposes relative motion between surfaces in contact. Yes, friction is a very, very important topic. You must know I think what they call them. I think is it the laws of solid friction. It's been long I did this. The laws of friction. I think one states that friction acts as the force that opposes relative motion between surfaces is directly proportional to the normal. All those things, you must know them. You must know the coefficient of friction. Yes, the coefficient of friction is equals to the frictional force over the normal. You must know it. You must know the effect of lubrication. You must know how to reduce friction. You must know the advantages and disadvantages of friction. The next topic you need to know is simple harmonic motion, or SHM. This topic, I was afraid of this topic. Let me not lie. This topic scares a whole lot of students. It focuses on period of a pendulum, but I was able to learn this topic using my all-inclusive calculator. That book really, really helped me. Please, if you haven't bought that book now, go and quickly get it. Now, it's not really expensive. I think it's about 5,000 to 9,000. I can't really remember how much I bought it. It really helped me. You must know mass spring basics, the frequency. You must know period of a pendulum. Jamb does not really go too deep in this topic, but this topic can be very, very confusing. The next topic that you must know is heat and thermodynamics. This is very, very popular. You must know specific heat capacity. Yes, it always comes out. Specific heat capacity always comes out. You must know latent heat. You must know the gas laws, Boyle's law, Charles' law. You did this in chemistry, so it shouldn't be difficult. You must know expansion of solids, linear expansivity, change in length per unit length per degree rise in temperature. You must know it too. Linear expansivity, volume expansivity, cubic expansivity. Very, very important. Especially linear expansivity. It comes out a lot. A lot. Linear expansivity comes out a lot. You must know it. The next topic, this one is a very, very strong topic and is waves. This topic is frustrating. Light waves, sound waves, longitudinal waves, what's it? Transverse waves. We have transverse, we have longitudinal, we have we'll first do waves, then we'll now go to light waves. Light waves is so broad. Then you now do sound waves, so broad. In fact, waves was one of the most interesting topics that I've done. I really love the topic, but it is so broad and so frustrating. So waves, transverse versus longitudinal waves. You must know the properties of the waves. You must also know echo. These are under sound waves. It comes out almost every year. The next topic is light, optics, which is under light waves. It's extremely important. You must know reflection, refraction. It comes out very, very well. You must know refractive index. That's the sign like N. You must know the lens formula. You must know the mirror formula. Alright, so the next topic you need to know is sound. Sound waves. I have already mentioned that sound waves is really closely related to light waves and the normal waves. You test the characteristics of sound. You test the pitch, the loudness, the Doppler effect. Yes, the pitch, loudness, you test echo. Is kind of straightforward if you can understand the beginning. If you can pass through light waves and understand light waves, then sound waves will not be so much difficult. Then my favorite topic in physics, electricity. This topic comes out a whole lot. You must know Ohm's law, you must know the resistance, you must know series and parallel circuits. When it's like this, it's series, and when it's like this, it's parallel. I love this topic so much. You must also know electrical power. And I'm telling you that Jamb asks these questions so much every single year. The next topic you need to know is electrostatics, Coulomb's law, electric field, electric potential. At least one question every year, 1 to 2 questions every year. For number 14 topic that you must know is magnetism. Yes, magnetism. You need to know magnetic field around the conductor, electromagnet. You need to know the right hand rule. I think it's like this. You also need to know the corkscrew rule. Yeah, it also comes out. The next topic you need to know is electromagnetic induction, where you talk about Faraday's law, you talk about Lenz's law, you talk about the transformer, you talk about eddy currents, etc. The next and the final topic is radioactivity and nuclear physics. Radioactivity and nuclear physics. Jamb loves half-life. There's this uncertainty principle. Hensberg uncertainty principle. The alpha, beta, and the gamma rays, their calculation, the nuclear equation, X-ray. Jamb love asking questions on that. So now we are going to be talking about how to study these topics very smartly. Don't just read. Practice past questions. That's what I'm trying. That's the whole point. Once you pick your all-inclusive calculation, your Prep 50, and maybe 1 or 2 physics textbooks, you can. In fact, you don't really need 2. You just need 1. Your new school physics, you quickly skim through, go to your Prep 50 or your test driller, answer the questions. If you don't get it, go back. If it's a calculation topic, go to your all-inclusive calculation, and then go and answer all calculation questions under it. Yes, it helps a whole lot. So anyway, Jamb have twisted the question, you already know what to do. Solve at least 20 to 30 questions per topic. Very, very important. Study the theory after seeing how Jamb acts it. Yes. Right now, you have less than, I think, about 1.5 months to Jamb. Right now, there is no enough time for you to start reading everything in your textbook. Quickly skim through the past question and see how Jamb asks their question. Skim through the past question so that you can see how Jamb will ask their question. Yes, skim through the past question, then you can now go back and now see where they asked from so that you'll be able to study it deeply. The next one is to master formulas, not cram. You will forget. Trust me. You will forget and it will not be funny. A very simple formula, like now, for example, maybe the formula for speed, distance over time, you can forget that thing. And distance over time is so simple, but it is very, very wide. You can use distance over time to find a whole lot of things, even if the topic does not relate to speed and velocity. Yes, don't cram. Master the equations, don't cram them. If you do this consistently, 70 plus, I had 85. I think I had 85 over 100 in, I'm not really, I think 85, 86 thereabouts. I know it's chemistry. I passed chemistry very well. If you can study this topic, I didn't even know this. Is when I finished writing Jamb that I went back and I was now seeing the relationships. I didn't know this. So I don't want you to get my score. No, you have to get higher than me. You have to do better than me. Yes, you have to study all these topics. Remember, study these topics. These are the most 16 repeated Jamb questions, and I've talked about them here. If you're serious about scoring 300 plus, start with this. Before you go to the syllables, start with these ones first. I'm sure that a lot of you have started preparing, but if you can finish all these topics I've talked about, every single one of them that I've talked about, before you can now go back to the syllables quickly, you will be able to score 300 plus in Jamb. If this video helps you, please don't forget to like, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. It's not easy to talk like this, so please subscribe. Subscribe. Please. Just subscribe, please. Subscribe at 300 plus is your portion. Also comment which topics you want me to cover, because I'm very, very good in teaching. If you want me to cover any of these topics, any topics you're finding hard, both in chemistry, physics, biology, maths, please, you can put them in the comment section so that we'll discuss them together. I'll see if I will be able to do a live stream and we can discuss these topics together. Now, my final advice for you today is please keep that distraction. Keep your phone away, keep your laptop away. So just focus on your future first. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.